Welcome back to our stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to talk about the Tesla Model 3 and why there was a discount pretty recently, why there was some pricing changes, and why they went back to an older price for that vehicle. So we're going to get into that, plus a variety of topics. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon member. Thank you to Vamsi. Sorry if I messed that up. Thank you for supporting. Just talked to you just a brief minute ago because that's what I do. I give you the best ultimate Tesla buying guide and I provide one-on-one customized support if you have any questions, both via voice phone call or even text if you want to just do a quick chat on the Patreon app. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. So this is what happened yesterday. If you don't know what exactly happened, Tesla has increased the discount just a little bit for the Tesla Model 3. Now we can get anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 off Tesla Model 3s, and now this can bring you to a various price of anywhere from $37,000 to maybe even $36,000. But if you factor in the $7,500 federal tax credit, then the price gets lower, even much more lower. And there's financing partners just like Tenet down below in the description, which is also a channel sponsor. So thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of videos this month. But Tenet allows you to get a lower monthly payment for financing your Tesla. They allow you to do this by pushing off a portion of that loan, deferring it, maybe even that $7,500 federal tax credit all the way to the end, which then results in a lower monthly payment, which can be good for business owners, people that just want more cash flow, or even just people that want a lower monthly payment. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. But right now there's 3 Model 3 trims, and of course all of them have various discounts. You can go to our favorite site, which is waitingfortesla.com, where you can see all the different discounted inventory that could be potentially out there. And so a little bit of a caveat here. I'm going to tell you what changed pretty recently as well. What happened was Tesla was the color for Teslas was free not too long ago. So a white color, the white paint was actually free, but then now they changed it to a $1,000 purchase price. And then of course, gray, which was $1,000, is now free. So they kind of did a little bit of a shuffling, but right now you can see on the screen that there's pretty much Teslas as low as $37,000. These stack with the $7,500 federal tax credit. If you don't know how that works, you can check out the channel where there's a bunch of videos that go into explanations on that. And on top of that, it stacks with any sort of state incentives that you have as well. This could be CVRP for California. That's $2,000 to $7,500 on top of that, plus much, much more. But let's talk about why they did this. So shout out to Matt Jung, he keeps this inventory chart out there. You can see there was a massive spike of Tesla Model 3 inventory that happened yesterday, as well as this discount. So pretty much Tesla, they know when they have a lot of vehicles coming for sale. And this is interesting because not that long ago, we had over 1,000 Tesla Model 3s posted onto the websites as soon as just a few weeks ago, as June 18th. And then we dropped all the way down to the low numbers that it's been at for the end of the year. But now we've increased, at least from what Matt Jung's inventory chart shows, 571 vehicles posted to the website. But which is interesting here is they've all but disappeared a little bit. So right now there's only 258 Model 3s on the website. And the thing with this is you can actually stack this with all those incentives that we talked about earlier. On top of that, you can stack it with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Because if you use it with a Tesla referral code, you can get anywhere from $500 to $1,000 off a Tesla vehicle. So definitely check out the Tesla referral code. And thank you to everybody that's used our referral code in the past and in the future. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code in the description. But let's talk about more into detail about why this actually happened. Because right now on the price of a brand new Model 3, if you were to order it, which you definitely should not do, there's so many different inventory vehicles that have discounts. You can see right here, Model 3, 40,240. And then in inventory, if you go to waitingfortesla.com, you can see as low as $37,000. And let's talk about this because we've actually mentioned this in the past about this price point. And this price point to me is really $37,000 or $36,990. And there's a key thing with this number, $36,990, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. But basically Tesla is reverting back to the prices that they were beforehand. If you've been a follower of the channel, we've been predicting this for a while because Tesla, if you look at what was the lowest price the Model 3 standard range has ever been ever. So this is a Tesla price history tracker. Shout out to the person that has created this website. You can see all the different price changes both up and down throughout the past few years even. And you can see this column right here shows the Model 3 standard range, and the cheapest a Model 3 standard range has ever been is $36,990, which to me is essentially the same price right here as $37,020. Basically just a little bit more than what that actually is. So what does this actually mean, right? Because if you have a purchase price of $37,020 minus $7,500 as the federal tax credit, of course, if you qualify as an individual yourself, minus any sort of state incentives, California has $2,000, which is the CVRP. And there's like the clean air rebate for San Joaquin and much more. There's so many different programs for California. We actually list them all in our buying guide. And on top of that, if you're in places like Colorado, you can get even $5,000 off a vehicle for buying an electric vehicle as well. This makes vehicles cheaper than cheap. I mean, you can see, shout out to Sawyer Merritt for posting this. A Model 3 today is basically about the same price as a Honda Civic or even close to it. So I certainly get it. Buying an electric vehicle, if you haven't placed an order yet, and if you haven't used a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description to get your extra $500 off, I certainly understand how scary it could be switching from gasoline to electric. It's a whole different ecosphere, a whole different way of thinking, but I can tell you it is 100% more efficient, especially if you have a home charger. It's just like going home, plugging in your cell phone or your iPhone, waking up at 100%, and you take on the day and wake up and ready to go. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Tesla has 100% gone back to their original pricing of what the lowest pricing of the Model 3 has ever been ever. And so hopefully, I mean, this is what I look for. If inventory stays at these levels, or if they go back to what we saw earlier before at 1,000 unit counts in the past few months, then we could potentially see more discounts. Potentially, but who knows? But let me know what your thoughts on. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link. You support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me. You can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. So definitely check it out. The Patreon link down below in the description. You can get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check out Patreon link down below